a lot as a person and as a player, but I'm ready to keep putting in the work and fight my way to the top. It's just the beginning of what could be a fantastic career, guys.
Gosh, I love that kid. Hey, David, you can tell this organization expects big things from MP. Well, the start of MP's NBA journey begins now. These the first minutes for the first-round pick.
And I have high hopes for MP over the course of his career. This guy's a student of the game and was a fanatic about Jordan's Bulls when he was growing up.
Just 5 to shoot. Works for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Wagner against Anderson. Now, here's Wagner. He's guarded closely. And the 3 off target. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Pass to Adebayo. MP deciding where to go with it. And here's Adebayo. Here's MP. Good work defensively by Carter.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
To the inside. Wagner passes to Anthony. Carter sets the pick for Anthony. Good on the three-point shot. And so it's Orlando bringing the quarter to close with a 7-point lead. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Magic?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. We've got Carter. Wagner out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Black. And it's Anthony in at the 2. Pass to Carter. Shoots over Hero. A nice shot by Carter. Carter's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Magic.
No stopping Wendell Carter there. Powers past the defender and gets it to go.
And Cole Anthony is some kind of scorer when he gets hot.
Yeah, he's really special when he gets it going. He can beat you by himself. That's how good he is. He's a little mercurial, up and down, volatile a bit. But I tell you what, I like what he gives you when he's playing at his best.
And it's blocked.
Big time denial that time by Wagner. Boy, he put some plaster on that one.
And finished off by Wagner.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze. MP's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Bam Adebayo comes in for Duncan Robinson. And Wiggins is subbed in for Tyler Hero. Orlando also making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Banchero. Franz Wagner comes in for Black. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Cole Anthony. Mitchell against Suggs. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
The Heat trail by 10. MP with a screen on Suggs. Mitchell passes to MP. MP going right to the rim.
When MP uses his vertical like that, I can get with it. I mean, athleticism should not be wasted.
.102 left in the first half of basketball. Wagner outside. Pass to Carter. Suggs looking around. Itadze.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Wiggins outside. It's hauled in by the Magic. Itadze's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Caldwell Pope finds Suggs. Back to Caldwell Pope. Orlando moving the ball around. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Nice physicality there from Carter. Going right into the defense.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shoot 2.
No good on the free throw.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
He hits the second from the line.
You know, Wendell Carter Jr. really epitomizes the modern big man. He can stretch the floor and do work on the glass, giving you high utility on both ends.
MP with a screen on Suggs. Mitchell passes to MP. Here's Adebayo. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Orlando. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action in just a minute.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot draw. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Well, right now for the Heat, I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good, I'd be dominating down low, I'd be picking up that big old dub.
So, Shaq, how many of those Game 1 home openers did you actually win over your career?
AOT, Ernie, all of them.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Heat.
Poor execution for them offensively. Settling for bad shots far too often. Recipe for disaster.
Man, Kenny, your optimism is infectious. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a And the Magic making a change here as well. Wagner's checked in. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from MP.
Tell you what, nice mid-range shot there from MP, and that'll open things up for him on the floor.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
To the middle, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Here are the Magic now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Hero passes to MP. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Magic leading by 4. To the paint. And finished off by Wagner.
How about big Mo Wagner? Never waste an opportunity to throw it down, big fella.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Pass to Bitadze. Suggs against Hero. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Bitadze. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bitadze's got 6 points.
Jalen Suggs serving up an assist. Boy, he is a capable point guard.
Hero kicks to Adebayo. MP sets the screen for Adebayo. Down low. MP, no good. Magic leading by 6. Wagner wide open. The three-pointer, no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Mitchell outside. Wiggins dishes to MP. Missed inside. Pass to Adebayo. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Heat making a change here. Ware's checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Anthony Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Wagner kicks to Black. Suggs with the ball. Lets the 3 fly. Hands it from downtown. He's got 8.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Orlando making some changes. Carter comes in for Goga Bitadze. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. And MP throws it down.
Boy, that's a big-time make by MP. Drew the foul and stayed focused on the hoop.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Orlando?
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Boy, I've liked the defensive persistence, hounding the opposition and forcing mistakes. As a result, coming up with steals, too.
Now at the line, Jaylen Brown.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Carter outside. Anthony down low, guarded by Robinson. And yes, it's good.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
36 seconds left to play in the third. MP passes to Adebayo. G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
First free throw is good. In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Oh, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
And Adebayo drops them both. Well, the Magic last year, Clark earning the number 5 seed in the East. It was a giant step forward.
It certainly was. And I tell you what, they've got an impressive, very impressive young core. And this was the first time they made the playoffs since 2020. And now the minimum expectation is a playoff appearance. And I think they'll be able to deliver on that.
And MP throws it down.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Now here's Anthony. From outside the arc, beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's the Orlando Magic heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so in the game for the Magic, underneath in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Black is out there with Cole Anthony. And it's Howard in at the small forward. Black dishes to Carter. Stolen by Hero. MP kicks to Anderson. Back to MP. MP sets the screen for Hero. To the middle. Anderson can't get it to go.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's MP. Right through contact. MP.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
Here's Anthony. Carter with a screen on Robinson. And here's Anthony from the arc.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Back to MP. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
And the first one at the line is good. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
There's the lob to Carter. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Once it's up in the air, they trust Carter will come down with it. Did he ever? Boy.
Anthony against Hero. Anderson passes to MP. Outside Hero. MP sets the screen for Hero. Pocket 6. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Anthony's shot is off. The Heat trail by 5. Mitchell looking it over. Pass to MP. Outside Hero. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. It's good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Orlando. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Make some noise, fans, for your Heat Breaker dance crew.
A different look for Miami. Ware's checked in, and Bam Adebayo. So the big win by Miami in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.